I will never be selling all of my XPR. And even though that's not financial advice, some people may be thinking, okay, yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. Well, here's my response. Even though I hypothetically see XPR going to the price of 25 cents during this bull run, I'm totally aware that if, let's say, it reaches that or maybe even higher, and let's say after the peak of the bull run is over, I totally am aware that there's going to be a massive pullback. I understand that. But the way I take a look at it is that when it comes to something like this, it might not ever go to the levels in which we are seeing as of right now, which is why, again, I'm saying I'm never going to be selling all, even though, of course, there's going to be a point to exit, but I'm never going to be exiting 100%. Just think about this logically, right? When we take a look at Cardano's native token called ADA, at one point, the price was hovering around 3 cents. Wasn't doing the best. It went to the price of $1, $2, and then depending on the site or exchange, went to around $3. Then, of course, there was a big pullback. But did it ever go to the price of 3 cents ever again around that? No, let alone even 10 cents. So the way I view it is that I just don't see why it would be any different here because XPR is a very good project. Let's take a look at another example. For instance, Bitcoin. Bitcoin was once at the price of $1, also once at the price of 10,000, right? Take a look at what happened after the 2021 bull run was over. Did Bitcoin go to like $10,000? No. The way I take a look at it is that, again, once these amazing projects have a good pump, there's going to be a pullback. I'm totally aware of that. But sometimes it never goes to the levels in which we previously have seen them before, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, when it comes to XPR, let's say it goes to the price of 25 cents and has a major pullback, I don't think it's ever going to go below the price of 5 cents, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, this is my point of view, which is why I'm never going to be exiting 100%. Now, of course, there needs to be a time to exit because or not, that'd be crazy. But I'm just saying, I'm never going to be exiting 100% because I believe in this project for the long term. I view this as a very special project. I think that it's focused on the right market. It has the right position, I think, to really shine. Because if you take a look at it, what is XPR focused on? They're focused on two amazing markets, in my opinion, arguably, which is, first of all, the payments market and the global trade and finance market. Two markets, by the way, in which are pretty much dominated as of right now by Ripple, aka XRP, and Stellar, aka XLM. But then there's no clear winners yet beyond them, in the sense like there's no solid number 3 or number 4, number 5, right? XPR has the opportunity to do that. It's not a guarantee. There's a chance, but the way to take a look at it is that why not? Why can't this be something massive? Why can't this be, quote unquote, the next miniature version, let's say, of like an XLM or XRP? Because again, it's focused on the same market, but then it has the fundamentals to back it up. And also at the same time, not many dynamic competitors, really, if you think about it, because many developers, they were scared to join in on the space because of the stigma of the space that was kind of caused, in a sense, by the SEC and Ripple case, even though people don't really care about that anymore. For quite a while, not many people wanted to join in, so then there wasn't that many competitors. Now, that is actually a blessing in disguise for XPR because now it has the opportunity to be something special. Now, let's take a look at why it's so amazing, though. Because, for instance, the XPR network is a proof-of-stake layer 1 blockchain, which at face value may not seem that impressive, but take this into consideration. The XPR network allegedly provides an alternative to traditional payment systems like ACH and SWIFT or Visa and MasterCard, all of which are very massive, and it does all of this through an innovative resource model. So yeah, that's very amazing. Now, to harp back on the market that it's focused on, take a look at the payments market, valued at over $2 trillion currently as we speak. The global trade and finance market, take a look at how that's valued, or should I say predicted to be valued as up to $5 trillion by 2028, according to Mordor Intelligence. Very massive market. And it's not like the market is going to become easily oversaturated, because when a market is that massive, it's very difficult. Even if there were a lot of competitors, which there isn't, but I'm just saying, even if there were, it wouldn't be that easy to become oversaturated, much like, the NFT or DeFi space, let's say, right? Or like, let's say, blockchain gaming. The reason being is because when a market is very massive, take a look at this, for instance, the car market. It's massive, right? And is Tesla the only car brand? Is Toyota the only car brand? No. Like, for instance, let's take a look at Volvo, a quote unquote, amazing car brand that isn't as massive as like, a Tesla or Toyota, right? But then are they still considered a success? Absolutely. I mean, it's still considered a very successful company. And it showcases that when a market is that massive, we don't really need like 90% market share. I mean, of course, that'd be great, but then it's not necessary. Like when you see some car brands out there that have like very small percentage in terms of market share, but then they're very like successful considered by many people. So the way I view it is that it's kind of no different here. When you take a look at something like XPR, not to mention that it's even been alleged, right, that its network is ISO 20022 compatible as a blockchain, which is massive because if we take a look at that, right, that is currently being used by many financial institutions from all around the world for inter-organizational data exchange. Again, I'm talking about ISO 20022. So this is massive. We all love, XDC, XLM, XRP. This is kind of like similar to them, but really the amazing thing about it is that market cap is still relatively speaking very low. It's very dynamic. The following, even though it's not massive or big by any means, in my opinion, it is very passionate. It has the passion of a meme coin community, I think, this project. Not necessarily a bad thing because, of course, that shows that they actually care because usually, again, these meme coin projects, they have a very passionate community, much like this. But then at the same time, this isn't a meme coin. So that's kind of fantastic, right? That's the way I take a look at it. Now, why is, people thinking that, oh yeah, XPR is going to do bad, all this? Well, I disagree because if it were to go to the price of 25 cents, considering current circulating supply, at that point, market cap would be around $7 billion, around a 47x from here, by the way. But again, around a $7 billion market cap isn't too bad. We've seen Dogecoin reach over 80 billion back in 2021. Even XRP as of right now has a market cap of over $100 billion. This doesn't seem too unrealistic. When you have over 600 million crypto owners, according to Crypto.com research, more than ever before in history, I highly doubt that this one is going to be bad, but it really is just a waiting game. It's just like a test of patience. But you know what? I'm willing to stay patient because just imagine once April, May, June, July, August, comes around, there's going to be a time when things do truly go up for the better, hypothetically, in my opinion. Because we do know that altcoins usually, as a worst case scenario, they typically peak around a year and a half after a Bitcoin halving event, which based off the last Bitcoin halving event, which happened in April of 2024, that would actually mean around October this year. So it's a waiting game. Again, there's no guarantees here, but I'm willing to wait it out. I just want to wait and see if hypothetically my prediction becomes a reality. I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know, right? Or maybe a little bit in between. Who knows, right? I have no idea. But then the way I view it is that I'm willing to take this chance because I've seen how amazing projects like this could be. We've seen the blueprint of XRP, right? XLM. We've seen what happened also with XCN, which I made a very good call on, by the way. Also XDC, which I made a very good call on. Could this be the next big one? Maybe, which is why I'm willing to wait and see. And again, at the price of 25 cents during this run, that right there wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Even though, of course, there's going to be a time to exit, I'm never going to be exiting completely because I believe that this is going to be a project that's going to be run for multiple cycles to come. And again, I'm never going to be selling completely 100%. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I greatly appreciate it. It's Willie the Captain, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm a peace. Bye.